Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets, and we're going to open up this Todd McFarlane Kickstarter action figure. I'm so excited. Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. Yes, this is some tape. I'm so excited I got my address out of the screen here. But inside the box that says Spawn on the side is another box that says McFarlane Spawn on the inside. Now I've got my camera set up like I normally do, so it might be a little tight, but man, look at this, how carefully packaged this is. You got these like plastic things here to hold the box inside the box. So what this is a remaster basically from Todd McFarlane of his original Spawn figure. Now I didn't read, there's a bunch more in the bottom, so let's toss these in here. I never read Spawn when it came out. I knew who Todd McFarlane was because he was all over the Wizard magazines and stuff like that. So I got into Spawn in college because he started to put out these Spawn collections. So this is early aughts, kind of, mid-aughts, mid to late aughts. And it first started out, there was like 12 issues in the first one, and then these were the trade paperbacks, and then there was 20 issues after that, and he did 6 volumes. So that's how I got into Spawn, and I was like, this is kind of a cool concept. So he started a toy line, he launched his action figures in, I don't know, the mid-90s. Spawn started in like the early 90s, call it 93, 94, and wow, God, this thing is just packed to the brim. Like, did we need all this packaging? So anyway, this is a remaster of his first Spawn figure. So this was a Kickstarter he did. This is a $40 figure. I paid $40 for this thing. If I can get it out of the box. A Kickstarter action figure. He raised like $3 million or something off these because people are huge, nutty, crazy Spawn fans. There was a 3-pack and like so many different variations on this. You could get like up to 9 figures in different variations. There was like there's a classic, a modern, and then one without the paint, and then you can get a 3-pack of all 3. You could get ones that had signed signature plaques, all that stuff. I was like, I just want the figure. This is a cool idea. I'm going to support this. So I just got the classic Spawn. So this is like call it his first appearance look. He's got the colors, red and black, and he's got the masked portrait, which is what I want. The cool thing about this, Spawn Classic, is that, and I've done maybe like 2 Kickstarter campaigns before. The cool thing about this is that as more money got raised, Todd, instead of having stretch goals, had basically like what he called stretch rewards. So you got things like necroplasm hands and an alternate portrait. So there's way more stuff in here. Here's the side of the slipcase. Way more stuff in here than I ever expected to receive. I just wanted the figure, and I went $40, yeah, but if it's, special order, that justifies it. But this packaging alone, I could see where all the money went. Like, this is insane. You got the Spawn kind of inlay here with it's not foil per se, but at the shiny part in the matte black box. Down here on the sides, 14 and up. Not a toy, even though it's freaking got all the articulation in the world. Let's pull this up here. It's the magic moment. Masterworks, here's your certificate of authenticity. So here is the signature. So yeah, he was doing videos throughout all this on his Instagram and Facebook. So his signature looks just like this on the signature plates. That they were like $100, I think, per figure. But I was like, I don't want to pay that much money. So here's basically the checklist of. This is cool. Here's what was on the original Spawn figure in 1994, and here's what's on the remastered 2021 figure. And everything is like yes. Plastic, yes. Steel, yes. Hinges, yes. Comic, yes. Foil cover, yes. Variant art covers, yes. Packaging, yes, 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 yes. So here's cool. Yeah, he raised $3.4 million, set 2 records, more than 23,000 backers. So I don't know if everybody got a figure if that's how many he produced, but he probably produced more because there were people that were buying the multi-packs and stuff. So let's take off this foam here and take a look at this bad boy inside his box. This is cool. So yeah, here's some of the stuff that was not included in the original. This is like, you're getting extras, extras, extras. It's a freaking giant sword, which is cool. I don't know if he uses that in the MK game or not. I remember playing Soul Calibur 2 for Spawn and him having a giant axe. That would have been cool. But here's a necroplasm hand. Here's a necroplasm knife. What's this other guy? This guy also was cool. He included as one of the rewards when he raised enough money, a screaming portrait. So here's a screaming head. So basically now I chose the masked version because that's what I wanted, and now I got an unmasked screaming head as well. I think the modern version of Spawn doesn't have a mask, and I wanted the masked version. And the colors are a little different, like there's no red on his chest or anything like that. But I wanted the mask, so that's why I went with Classic. And now I can have the best of both worlds because I got this extra head because so many people backed this project. So let's see how we get this out of here. Yeah, it looks like you got to pull the foam up. And so one of the things he was talking about is he wanted to make this type of like clamshell that you could take him out and put him back in. So this is not a one-time use clamshell. This is a multi-use clamshell. So let's push this over to the side and take a look at the clamshell. This thing is massive. Let me go get a trade paperback for comparison. So yeah, here's my original Spawn, not original, but this is the first one that I read, the Spawn collection. So the size of it, so you can get an idea of how massive this clamshell is. It's freaking huge. So yeah, let's open it up. Try and figure this out. Pardon the noise, of course. Oh, that's actually very quiet. Very cool. It's got like a spring back. It's very tight. So here's the comic book that's included with a new cover by Todd McFarlane. Ooh, it's got foil, shiny foil on it. So it says Spawn #1. Is it? Yes. It is Spawn #1, the Kickstarter edition director's cut. Here's a color, or black and white. This is so cool. It's #1 with the script or some sort of like descriptions, and the pages in black and white. That's neat. I really like that. Here's an ad, promo art. So cool, man. So cool. All right, let's put this aside. Let's get our boy out of his cage. Because I will keep the box and stuff set aside, but I think Spawn, he's going to live outside of his cage. All my other action figures live outside of their packaging. I'm not one of those mint on card people. I take them out to display them and put them up there. And also because I have like 2 shelves that they live on, so some are kind of... How do we do this? Well, you're doing this with me, guys, so... Let's figure this out. Any tape? No tape. Here we go. Oh, yep, there's a little tape. Alright, where's my knife? A little bit of tape here. I've seen one unboxing, so I was not like briefed on how to do this. Yeah, it's got tape on each corner. There you go. Yeah, don't mess that up if you want to put him back in the box. So here we go. Here's Spawn. Is he like my kids' toys where you got anything on the back? No. It seems like we should just be able to lift him out of here gently. Oh, that's nice. That's easy. That is easy. Yeah, look at that. He's huge. All right, so we do have some plastic stuff here we gotta do some surgery on. I'm sure people are yelling at me like, don't do that, get scissors. Again, got this because I want to display it, not preserve it. This is not history. There we go. There's one on his gun too, like Jesus. Some extra hands. I don't remember if there was like a whole, there was maybe 1 or 2 things of extra hands. Here's 4, so 2 pairs plus the 2 he's already got on him. Let's move this stuff out of the way so we can see if he passes the stand test. Got some foam in here to protect him. So yeah, there he is. He stands up. Best part of any action figure is if they can stand up on their own. This guy is massive. Let's get the Batman, Flashpoint Batman figure up. This is also by McFarlane Toys. So just as a size comparison, they're about the same size. But Spawn is obviously a lot larger because he's got this massive cape. Look at that. That's so cool. So yeah, these are real chains. This was a Kickstarter upgrade or something. He was like, this is one of the first things that happened. He said, you're going to get real chains. So you got real chains here on the collar and the belt. Again, this is classic Spawn. So that's a different head thing that I've seen. So his head swivels and then the neck moves up and down. That's cool. I've not really seen that before. Yeah, I wonder why they did that, because the screaming head here, I guess he doesn't have a mask on his neck. Does the cape come off? Does not appear that the cape comes off. Here's the back with how all those chains connect, if you can see down there. Whole bunch of them. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the I'm casting necroplasm hands. And then this is what the original cape did back in, I guess, 1994, is it closed and Spawn came like this. So you can have your cape open, you can have your cape closed halfway. So there are these hinges right here. So if you want Spawn to just stand up and kind of look less capey, you just put it behind him. Or if you want him to look mysterious, you close these hinges. This one doesn't really close as much as this front one does, but that's his kind of closed cape look. But again, it's McFarlane. He's got this wild, wild cape, man. This is cool. So what else we got here? Let's put him down gently. This is the DC stand. We got a Spawn stand over here. Record-setting action figure, 1994 to 2001. We got his gun, this big, massive McFarlane Image 1994 gun. Got 2 sights on here. Can you see this is ridiculous? You got a hollow sight and a optical sight. I play Call of Duty, so that's how I'm guessing here. A grenade launcher, a bayonet. Plus this other stuff is just ridiculous. An adjustable stock. Boom. That's how big it is next to him. Let's put the sword up. The sword is almost as big as Spawn. That's cool. So I guess one of these are a pair of sword hands and the other is a pair of... Well, that doesn't go in there. How do you get the sword in here? This hand right here, does it hold the sword? Can we get this in here? Come on. This big hilt kind of gets in the way. Usually you just kind of stick them in that way. Well, we'll find out on a different day. But there you go, guys. Spawn, the remastered action figure classic Spawn. Let's pop the head off, see if we can do that Boom! There you go. Okay, so there's the head peg. Let's put on the screaming portrait. That's pretty easy. And that's tough. Tough to get him on here, but here's how he looks, basically. Cool. There you go. Remastered Spawn action figure. I'm not sure if he's doing another one. I think he might. I know he said, you know, this was so successful that he thinks he could do like the entire line of the first wave of action figures. So if we get a medieval Spawn, I am certainly going to get that as well. But this is, wow, this is really cool. I don't think I have an action figure that looks this good up on the shelf. This is definitely a top shelf action figure. He's not going in the cabinet with all the other ones. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think down below. The Spawn Remastered Kickstarter action figure. Let me know if you got one or if you're going to be hunting these down on eBay. I'm sure you can find some. They are starting to ship worldwide. It's going to take some time. I guess there's some, you know, that whole thing in the Suez Canal was holding them up. But yeah, I think you'll start to see these pop up on eBay or third-party sellers or whatever for a hefty, hefty price. That's for sure. But if you got in on the first wave like me, let me know down below and what you think of yours and how many did you get. I got just the one, and I really like it. So anyways, thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.